Hey y'all, I am driving along on another beautiful day. I've got another long commute today, so I might as well make a video. And you know, my very first video, I was driving along board and I talked about a YouTube channel that I liked. And I honestly believe, and when I made the first video I posted to YouTube, the first or second, I posted my first two videos on the same day, and that's how, when I started my channel, I posted two videos the same day. One was a little video I had made months earlier about some fish I had bred, and the other video was a video of me just driving along talking about a YouTube channel I liked. And you know, I think I talked for 13 minutes. I think that video is 13 minutes long, and it's totally unedited, and it's got terrible audio. If you haven't already heard it, you may not want to go hear it, because it's just me talking for 13 minutes straight about this YouTube channel that I had watched. For like a year and a half, I had watched this YouTube channel, and anyway, the audio is terrible. I didn't have, like, actually today, I mean, it's probably bad today, but at least now I'm aware that if I don't speak loud and clear, my phone or my iPad won't pick it up. And that day I'd never done a recording on my phone or iPad. I don't remember which one I was using, but there was so much car noise and wind noise that you can barely hear me. You hear more of the car noise than you do me. And I actually had a lot of people comment on that video, and it's gotten, I don't know, 2,000 views or something, which is not a lot of views, I know, for big YouTube channels, but for some little person like me, that was a lot of views. And I got a lot of complaints like, I can't hear you, your audio's terrible, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, and I just had to chuckle, because I didn't, at the time of making the video, I didn't know what I was going to do with that video. I didn't even know why I was making the video. I didn't have a YouTube channel at that time. But as I've thought about it, I think why I made that recording 13 minutes long of me just talking about a YouTube channel that I had watched is because I think I was so frustrated with this YouTuber that had the channel. And I don't want to say the YouTuber's name, but if you go back and and look at one of the first videos I did, it was the first or second video I posted or published, it's that YouTuber. It was this guy that was living off grid in Oklahoma, and he was building this cabin. And I think I got so invested in that channel, and I got so frustrated because it was just like the guy wasn't doing anything right. It was just, he wasn't making enough progress, and he would make these promises and then they wouldn't come true, and he'd give a deadline, oh, I'm going to get this done, or I'm going to put in this wood burning stove, and I'm going to do this rock wall, and and then he wouldn't ever do it. But instead of me just stop watching, I would keep watching. And I bet I watched that channel for a year and a half. So he was a good YouTuber in that he got you hooked. I mean, he got you to watch his channel. But what was so frustrating is he never completed the off-grid cabin, and he got bored with it and moved on to something else. And then I did stop following, and I unsubscribed and quit following the channel because it was just too frustrating watching him never complete these projects that he would promise that he was going to do. But my husband had laughed at me about it because I would tell him about this YouTube channel, and I would complain to him about this guy and how he wasn't making good decisions and how he needed to do this and he needed to do that. And my husband said, well, that guy's smarter than you are, because if he did the right thing and was out there building like you would really build and made a lot of progress, the channel would only last, I mean, he would, a couple of months. Because, you know, most people that go out there and know what they're doing, they can build a off-grid cabin in a couple of months. And he said here he's drug it out for a year and a half and made all these videos, and all these people are following him. He said he's smarter than you are. He said, so he's smart for not finishing that cabin and taking it slow and making these mistakes. And he said he probably did it on purpose. So I don't know if that YouTuber really was purposely messing up and not making progress or not. Maybe he was. But I think that's why I made that 13-minute video, me talking about that channel. I think I was just so frustrated that I had invested a year and a half watching a channel about a guy building a cabin off grid, and then it never was completed. And years ago I saw an episode of The Big Bang where Sheldon Cooper, the genius on The Big Bang, he had a problem where he had to complete things. He had to see something, completed. And his girlfriend, who was a neuroscientist, I think, she showed him how, how she stacked up a bunch of dominoes and she knocked him over. And then as she watched the dominoes fall, and then she grabbed one right at the end where it never came to completion. That just about, drove Sheldon crazy because he needed that completion. And I'm thinking, not that I'm a genius like Sheldon, but I think maybe that's what it was about that YouTube channel, is just the fact that I had invested that year and a half of watching those videos and cheering this guy on and wanting him to succeed, and then he never completed the off-grid cabin. And when I say invested, I never sent him any money or anything like that, or any gifts or anything like that. But I watched his videos, and I really felt like I was cheering him on, and he never completed it. But anyway, a lot of people watched the video. I mean, not a lot. I mean, over 2,000, as I said, but views. And I realized from a lot of comments I got on that video that a lot of folks felt the way I did. They really got invested emotionally in his channel, and they were rooting for him to finish that off-grid cabin. And I think a lot of folks got frustrated that he never finished it. But maybe it was all just for YouTube views, and maybe that is how his channel grew, by just dragging it out and causing, maybe, with that, creating suspense. Does he ever finish this cabin? And like I say, he never did. He never did. I don't know what that YouTuber's doing now. I mean, I do think he still has a channel. I don't know, he may have changed the name, but he's definitely moved off that property, and he's not doing that anymore. But anyway, that's a story of how I got started in YouTube and why I made that first 13-minute video of me just rambling on about a YouTube channel about a guy that was building an off-grid cabin in Oklahoma. Is there a YouTube channel that you're frustrated with? If so, comment down below and let me know. I may check it out and see if it has the same effect on me. Until next time, bye.